Champions! We are back to Warcraft with the last round of 12 in our play-in stage. The last one-on-one of the first weekend. Before, of course, we go into the first FFA qualifier of the day of the tournament. We got ourselves more Night Elf versus Human. This time, Sock is the Human, 15 Sway is the Night Elf. 15 Sway can watch this matchup from the other side now.
Well, I hope he's not just gonna watch, but also play and give it his best, because he certainly will have to. Going up against Sock, one of the best humans in the world, was for some time the best human in the world before he was overtaken by his countryman, Chemico. But Sock never to be underestimated in our last best of 3 of the day for the last spot for the top 8. And we again see Amazonia. And I would not have expected this. I would have thought Sock would veto AZ in a large map pool like this, but no, we see it once again. All right then.
I am very much surprised about this as well. The other maps we have here in the pool are Concealed Hill and Equals. These humans in Concealed Hill, Remo. They will never ever learn.
All right, tell you what. If he plays against Mass Hunts and he wins, what are you willing to do?
What do you want me to do?
Oh.
I mean, we're meeting in Berlin soon.
You know, I don't know if we can share this here. This is, after all, a family show, but you know, we can come up with something. You mentioned Berlin. ESL Meisterschaft is coming to an end. The season is, anyways. This season is on the 7th of May. All the boys will be going there, and I heard that despite Enter not qualifying, he may still go and, you know, support his mates morally.
Who are his mates these days? Because the mouse sports guys seem to have, you know, there's quite some animosities going up there, rooting for the opponents, etc., etc.
Yeah, I mean, not really. That's just X-Lord being typical X-Lord douchebag, you know.
It was
That's just
Wad
how he
and
is.
Enter.
Yeah, but that was not, you know, that was just a little bit of a giggle. It was fun.
In before Mouseboard's Battle Royal in Berlin.
Oh, that's a good question. In a full-out brawl, in a fist fight, who would come out on top?
Nobody.
Nobody? They would all just KO each other?
It would just last forever. Nobody able to knock anyone out.
X-Lord is the tallest, but he's pretty skinny, you know? He doesn't have that much weight to him. I think Enter probably has the most weight, which is worth a lot in a fist fight.
I would say Enter has a good swinger. X-Lord has the nastiest strategies. And
oh yeah, he has no scruples.
No.
He's gonna try to pinch out your eyes. He's gonna try to kick you in the nuts. Oh yeah, 100%.
No kicks in the nuts so far here in this game, but there might be coming one soon as the keeper is approaching this rock golem camp. Sock trying to go for the fast expansion. Heavy pressure, of course. Archmage gets it. Very important last hit as we now unlock the level 2 Water Elementals.
Great deny so far, by the way. The Water Elemental early, now the Peasant, so experience on the keeper is reduced. Isn't quite level 3 yet, but we'll get it in a moment. Good creeping here as well, simultaneously with the Archer Girl hit squad. Is going to be level 3 here in a second. And then it's going to be tough for the footies to stay alive. How much moon juice is there is the question. A lot, it seems like. This is the most insanely effective sapper position I've ever seen. One sapper could hit 4 moonwells here.
He, it's almost the start of a gradient map we got here. Moon juice now completely depleted. No defend, as he has no resources for that. But yeah, Sock is bringing the heat to the Night Elf base. This Moonwell will not finish.
It's also a good amount of juice missing now. It's up to the keeper now to clean this up, one entangle at a time. But it has a cooldown, not to be underestimated one. So these footies will cause a ruckus now. When a Wisp in the back, taking out archers, rejoining, trying to force back this human army. Does he get another deny? Yes, he does. But the keeper is level 3 already, of course. But another deny. Someone's been watching Todd stream.
Oh, yeah. Maybe some FFA sessions as Sock is a vivid fan of that game mode. Who isn't these days?
Wait, doesn't he play 4v4?
He plays everything. What did I say? Free for all?
FFA.
FFA. I mean 4-4. Yeah.
FFA is of course coming up later here. Oh, the archer is now under pressure. Revealed from the dust. Fireballs flying. Whoosh whoosh. But only one dies. 15 Sway is having real trouble cleaning this up.
Yeah, surprisingly so, right? Sock is buying so much time. Even if he gets entangled or entangled surrounded, he has a staff to get out. Would need a vanilla surround for that, but it's now plan B for 15 Sway. Couldn't apply too much pressure to deal with that expo, so he's expanding himself.
Oh, it's revealed. Sock used reveal just a second ago. He knows about the Tree of Life, but he may be a bit too late to actually get the cancel. The AM now is quite hurt. Another nice deny. He doesn't have too many footies left over. Lots of footmen were made here to buy time. We see the second hero for the human. The panda whiffs the first breath. That one didn't quite hit, but that's okay. He's gonna have many more of those. As Sock finally falls back, and the shop is already standing, and he can replenish right away.
Lovely. You know, I was having my usual Saturday night entertainment with Baron and the boys casting the gym King of the Hill, and Baron had this bug where the panda animation is bugged, you know, where the fire is not part of the breath of fire, so it looks like the panda is just sneezing on people. That's the heaviest sneeze there, of course, the most dangerous sneeze. It was quite funny yesterday. Shout out Baron and the gym community.
Staff in from the Archmage. Wonderful scout for Sock. Dude, 50 Sway's in so much trouble. One archer goes down. Could easily be more. He still has a dust here. Ancient of War is gonna fall. Footy's in the main base. Oh my god, it's a disaster.
Sock is
surround
everywhere.
The Shredder!
Oh, lovely, lovely surround. Trying to repair now and free his way by killing the water elemental. This, of course, more damage, more resources. Don't really want to afford. This is not the problematic state of Night Elf yet. This is not where you're usually that challenged. It feels like Sock saw the Chemical performance yesterday on Turtle Rock and said, oh, okay, I can do that as well.
Yeah, the human's just looking wonderful so far in these play-ins. Rough game for 15 Sway. He is so far behind, honestly. What does he even have left here? 24 supply, that's like nothing. At the moment, juice is still looking okay, but he's gonna have to use all of that juice here momentarily. It's still a long daytime that we have ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, and I think, like, he killed a lot of footmen, 15 Sway did, but the experience doesn't really reflect that, because there were so many denies. Little bit of a stability now coming in with the Dryads, but oh man, this is rough. Finally forcing Sock into a TP, finally buying some time, finally able to creep this spot till the end. The tree took a lot of damage already. And Sock is just gearing up for the tier 2 push. Rifles are coming already, double sanctum, 4 production buildings. The end is nigh.
It certainly would seem so. Keeper is looking to be a bit of a nuisance. Canceling healing here would be actually quite effective. Doesn't have too much mana though. Finally the Tree of Life has rooted, and now the gold mine is being entangled. Panda and the Dryads trying to find some more damage. Would love to take out some of these rifles.
Yeah, but I guess it will be denied anyway. Oh, careful with that Archmage, brother. Slowly but steady, 15 Sways finding a step in this game. With the Dryad power spike. And yeah, no level 3 on the Panda. No chance of doing anything against the buildings. I think for him, it's rather about defense than aggression now.
Magic coming in, so these Watch Elementals rendered useless for now. Sock still has to wait a little bit longer until he's strong, but it's not going to be too much time at all. Give him 2 or 3 minutes, and then he's going to have this big Death Ball army against which 15 Sway needs either Bears or MGs ASAP.
For both you need tier 3. I mean, technically, Actually, Remo, you don't need tier 3 for mountain giants, but for them to be efficient, you need tier 3 for the upgrades. Otherwise, they're just 7 supply fodder that do nothing. So tier 3 is far, far away.
And for Sock is definitely in need of some leveling. A bit under-geared at the moment.
Okay, control magic coming in. Priest adept upgrade for the spell against Treants. 15 Sway is trying to distract, but Sock is just laughing at this army. What are some Dryad Spears doing? Yeah, Labor Force can be replaced, no problem.
And in the meantime, he's attacking in earnest. Going up against the Trio of Life, and he has some decent damage there with these riflemen. Doesn't have mortar teams, but the rifles will do the job in the end. Repair, not so easy to do, especially with the Panda around. 15 Sway is trying to force the opponent to TP back towards his expansion, but Sock is not falling.
No, not at all. I mean, a base race with Dryads, you rarely win those. Expo, down, TP. Yeah, the workers are gone, surrounding the Panda. Oh, nice little potion here. So it can TP out and did survive eventually. But did he really? 20 supply lead. Sock has some good levels. Heal scrolls on 15 Sway's side. Okay, that's going for him, but not even Drunken Haste. What is 15 Sway doing? Was that a misclick on the Drunken Brawler?
Yeah, maybe, but to me this game, it's really wonderful to see Sock playing so well. I feel like his movement has been exceptional. Everything is so efficient. Every time he goes into attack, he does the damage, he falls back, he heals up quickly. He quickly gets the important creep camps in that he needs. He's always ready to respond when he is forced to. For example, right now, Dryads are hitting his main base, but again, he can sacrifice economy here if he wants. He's still got the expansion. He can just go for his own big attack, like he's doing.
And he absolutely is. And there's no TP. Not at all. So let's tear down these Moonwells. One down and more to go. 15 Sway supply blocked. He really wants to go for bears, but he can't. This also takes away from his regen, and the base race is clearly in favor of Sock, who just pushes forward.
Taking out all the production here, more or less. That Shredder is still alive. The Watch Element is trying to hunt it down. Could go for the Tree of Eternity here to put an ultimatum before 15 Sway. Shredder does fall in the end, and the Panda actually gets the level 3 thanks to the Shredder and the shop. 15 Sway, I think it's wise for him to just go for the base race. I think he can't win a fight, but also with the base race, he's just simply much slower.
Yeah, 15 Sway was a little lucky that the Master Training finished on the bear. It was really last second. So at least he has a little bit of punch. But as you said, just go for the tree as if this is a Dota game. And that's an easy kill. Well, yeah, taking out workers. What?
Did you miss the breath?
Oh, yes, I did.
Oh. Used the breath at the same time as the tree died and all the wisps went kablooey.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, Panda surrounded as well. Is there a staff to save him? No, there isn't. Mushi stuck right here. Seems to be unable to get out. Oh, almost opening up the way, but I don't think quite. 15 Sway trying everything to save his hero. Healed scrolls. Staff transfer. There we go. That's the way to do it.
Still,
but,
so much additional supply for Sock. Yeah, the second base is not running for the longest time, but or not with the full force, but the main is back at 3. The Expos will be back at 3 in a second. And 15 Sway has no income, no main base. Trying to re-expand.
Sway not giving this up. Oh yeah, he had quite a few resources. Will want to try to keep Sock busy now and buy time for the expansion to come up. To be fair, Sock also took a lot of economic damage. Mining was greatly reduced, but of course the peasants are being remade. But the keeper's going on another hunt again.
Yeah, I really like that. He took care of the towers. Sock had no workers, I guess, to take care or to build more towers. So it's floodgates open. Maybe he can get some pendulum attacks in. Maybe he can get some interceptions in like he is now. Breath of Fire, Breath of Fire. And that's level 4. Finally Drunken Haze, maybe.
Finsway is doing a good job, being as efficient as he can with his way inferior army. But of course, once the human forces collapse on each other, there's still no way Finsway can take these kind of trades. Slowed down the keeper. Oh, might he die here, I wonder? With the sorceress chasing with more slow, Sok not quite fully committing to it, perhaps.
Okay, Sok's economy re-established. Levels are looking damn fine. Will he allow these 2 trees, though? That would be quite funny.
Yeah, I guess right now Sok is just concerned with keeping his own base safe. Slow now on both heroes. Oh, wait a minute. The panda, though, might be in trouble. More slows coming in. Dryad trying to dispel. Now has no mana anymore. One more slow comes in. One more abolish. It's a battle about dispel. Water elemental summoned, blocking the way. And finally, 15 Sway admits it. It's GG.
Doesn't give us the pleasure of a falling panda. No. Sok takes Amazonia, a map where it's really hard to expand usually because you're under so much pressure the entire time. But he made it work. Defended the harass, established the economy, and that counter pressure was so lovely. Not sitting behind his own lines and towers and buildings, etc. No. Brought the fight to the Night Elf base, did way too much damage, and snowballed from there.
Yeah, absolutely. I wonder if creeping the Kobold camp was a mistake. He got level 2, of course, with the first 2 camps, picked up those 2 items. Maybe then he should already be harassing, but instead he crept the Kobold camp and then went in for the harass. But he wasn't level 3 yet. Like, it still would have been level 2, just if he had skipped the Kobolds, would have had more mana for the harass. Normally, on this map specifically, AZ, you want to do a lot of damage if the human is fast expanding here, but Sok got away with a pretty easy expansion, all things considered.
We are getting incredibly close to a $4,000 prize pool because you're buying these profile pictures like crazy. And what profile pictures are we talking about? You should know this by now, everybody. But of course, as they are so beautiful, I'm going to show them again. Kratos buying every single one but the Night Elf icon. Oh no, he did. There was a little interception though. So thank you for quite a bit of money here. Disproved by hell also with an undead profile picture. Casket with a Night Elf profile picture. And of course, the legend that is Lyn buying the Orc profile picture. Still, undead on top. Human and Orc, Orc and Night Elf trailing behind. Human doing fairly well. Which race is gonna get the most support is the big question. And will W3Champions or back to Warcraft get more support in the end as well? It's also quite a close race.
Yeah. Guys, you've been doing a great job already supporting these first 2 days and even before. Some of you have.
Kleine Schildpack, 2K donation, the madman.
$2,000, man. That's pretty crazy. Absolutely wonderful. And I hope you guys stick around as well for when this game is over, because we're going to have the group drawings right after. And don't forget about the FFA. I'm really hyped for that FFA, man. I can't wait.
When?
And if that base build architecture isn't absolutely stunning, Neo, we're gonna have to exchange some words.
So okay, as long as you don't punch me. That would be nice.
I would never do that.
Okay. Thank you. Gabiru Saba, thank you for the 17-month resub. Lovely. Been a while, but we had to cast the game. We're waiting for 15 Sway at the moment, by the way. We starting currently. If you were wondering, what are all these exclamation marks in blue when Sok's units were dying? That's an indicator for denies. And that is also a feature that is exclusive to W3Champions maps. And these are the features that we want to see. Thank you. How many denies would we have missed without these indicators, Remo? 1 million, probably.
Yeah, especially in Sok's game just a moment ago. The humans are really in the forefront of having gotten really good with those denies. And it's actually, seriously, I'm not even trolling, thanks to Todd. Todd was the first guy to be doing it He was a avid Dota player back in the day and really realized how important those moves were, especially preventing experience on a keeper. So important. And yeah, nowadays, those top humans have pretty much all incorporated it.
And it is indeed important. You don't want to fall victim to lots of treants or the powerful Entangle or against Undead, the powerful Colnova, etc, etc. It's quite a lot. And we have another game. And that might be the last one of today, as Sock has match points, one map away from the playoff stage next weekend. Could make it a really successful weekend for the human, as Chemico and Hawk already qualified. Could be the third human from the play-in stage, but 15 Sway definitely is capable of bringing back the series, as you guys are capable of finally cracking the 4K. Do it, everybody, before we go into the FFA stage of the W3Champions weekends. Let's go.
Sock with the 1-0 lead, spawning in the bottom left here in Le Bleu. 15 Sway, the top right in... Yeah. What's French for yellow?
Yeah, I don't know. I asked myself the same. Usually we said in La Rouge or something, but yellow, no clue.
I'm sure chat knows.
Of course,
yellow?
Chat knows everything.
No,
did you say yellow?
Yellow? You know, I studied Latin back then, okay?
Yeah.
So I don't need to know this. You studied French, Neil.
Yeah, I know how to make croque. No, crepe.
Crepe.
That's all I learned.
What's your favorite kind of crepe?
Avec Kinder Chocolat?
Wait, what does avec mean? With?
With.
Yeah.
Kinder
Chocolat? Really?
Oui, c'est très bon. C'est très bien. Magnifique.
Yeah, where I live, the classic is always Nutella and banana.
That is very, very good as well. Very good as well.
How do you at your fairs that you have? Do you also have langosh? The what? It's from Hungary, right? Do you know langosh?
I don't know what
it's like,
that is.
It's like this fried stuff.
A player's forces are under attack.
It's like a typical fair food as well.
Maybe if I Google it. Maybe we have a different word for it, but we'll see. We got a $10 contribution by Shavak. Let's get this 4K over with. We did it, boys. We did it.
Hell yeah. Thank you. And also, Nerdiness with the 11-month resub says, I love you, boys.
Aww.
Thank you guys very much.
So, what's happening in this game? I think this, as I said many times, is unwinnable if the human expands and getting pushed by double Engine of War Huntress. But I think the odds are rather limited that we see 15 Sway going for that strat. But he is still on tier 1. He produces more wisps. Maybe there's a chance.
And he's ready to harass the expansion. The keeper's already in position. This expansion play can oftentimes be very painful for the human. You have to call a lot of boys from the main. Not yet.
Okay, tech by 15 Sway. Sock can win this.
A town is under siege.
And there's a lot of scouting going on. Once again, the footman poking into the base, but this time he won't get too much done, I guess. How good are Sock's denies this time? You can grind up to level 3 quite a bit. Archer says hello, and Archer says also bye-bye as the footman bites the dust. This expansion started at the 4-minute mark, or at least the creeping started at the 4-minute mark. Seems rather late, but he wanted to secure dust. He wanted to secure the staff, which is quite expensive. I think it's rather taking the staff away from the keeper, so he can't go home, refill at the Moonwells, nice detonate, and then come back in. So this limits the capabilities of 15 Sway to harass this creep spot quite a bit, as mana was used heavily before, but now it is 4 treants, and this is very, very tough to hold. Last hit goes to Sock. Incredibly important. Claws +9. Amazing damage boost. But
He's also got a lot of experience here, though, didn't he? He's almost level 3 now. The Treants did a good job, but now level 2 Watch Elementals cleaning up pretty easily. And none of the footies died. This footy counterattack could be quite dangerous also.
Oh, damn. Quite an aggressive early game we got here. As you must play it. We do have tier 2 almost finishing. Wonder if it's a panda again. Would suit him, I think. Don't think he goes for a Naga or something.
Player's forces are under attack.
Keeper's trying to put more damage and also force the human to stay back, maybe. But Sock doing a good job splitting his forces. AM and 1 footman defending, and the other footies across the map, threatening the archers, where we see the panda second indeed. For 15 sway. The lores are coming up, and this is something that could be cancelled, maybe. The telestaff is ready on the Archmage. Sock should be setting those footies into the main base.
Ooh, that would be absolutely lovely. Just like Abra Kebabra subbing for 15 months. Another Sunday peak while working. Always good to see you guys. B2W Heart. Sweet!
And nobody drops this one also to the creeps. Expansion is now finally finishing, but that was certainly a noticeable delay. At least Sock has good lumber, so he can start the tech soon. But, okay, staff now being used on the Archmage. But this could have been a bit sooner. The lores are about to finish now. Slight missed opportunity by the human.
And he finally got the staff for the keeper himself, so he can defend this now, even without the level 3. Shouldn't be a big problem with Entangle. And the panda here. Sock trying to buy time just as he did on Amazonia doesn't really work, so now that all the timings are so much better for 15 sway than they were before. And guys, you guys are donating like crazy. Am I seeing this right, that we are at 4,100 something? Freddy! $100 just like that. Are you guys mad? Also buying all the profile pictures. Freddy #1, I would say.
A player's forces are under attack.
Hell yeah. Freddy coming in hot on the Sunday. Thank you. Sock also looking to put a bit of damage on if he can. The footies are in position, ready to attack, but they're all pretty hurt. Hard to make a lot of stuff happen with them right now. Keeper gets a kill, and with that, finally, level 3. But I guess also Sock wants to make sure this panda doesn't level up too quickly. Wants to prevent his creeping as much as he can.
Damn, fierce battle between them. Water goes down. Finally level 3 as well. As you said, panda not in good condition, but the tech is. And a lot earlier going for these bear upgrades as well. How is the situation for Sock? Still teching, still building footmen. Is that necessary?
He does have defense, so they do have some good value even against Dryads, of course. Blacksmith is not quite finished yet. Once it is, I imagine rifles will be then getting switched into. Panda gets the big healing potion. Good item always. From the lab creep right here. Sock keeps pressuring. How much moon juice do we have left? Oh, a good amount. Lots of moon juice still.
A player's
yeah.
forces are under attack.
Decent pressure though, as you say. Now we got region. Oh, beauty. Might be worth saving the moon juice for a little bit later, for when the master bears are out and you go for the attack, because daytime now. You want to deplete them a little bit, I guess, but not drain them to the fullest. Panda second by Sock again.
I love this Panda second. I think it's the best choice for humans nowadays. Also transitions well into tier 3 in the late game. Finally, Sock gets 1 kill. Breath of Fire comes in. More archers are threatened. And you know that moon juice that I was just saying was looking good. Suddenly that has changed. A lot has been getting sipped from, and we don't have too much juice left over anymore. Panda with the next Breath of Fire might be dropping soon, but has been using so many breaths. We'll have one more in a second, and more archers are falling. Archmage getting entangled. 15 Sway just wants to force this human finally away from his mates.
He's saving this Archmage, right? But the panda! What's he doing with the panda? Little oversight! Only level 1, of course, but a good XP boost for the opponent's panda, who, boom, just like that, is level 3.
Yeah, I think it's kind of okay though. Panda will be back very soon if he remakes him. If he remakes him? Oh, he's forgetting about it right now. Sanctums are finished, rifles are coming, casters as well. But of course, big experience lead here now for 15 Sway. He needs to set up a counter expansion and creep up maybe even the enemy lab away, unless he wants to go for an all-in push against the enemy expansion. But that's of course always a bit dangerous.
Yeah, it's do or die basically. But yeah, the experience lead is indeed gigantic. Almost twice the levels or twice the experience. 10 seconds till the panda is back. Bears might knock on your door. Is there? Oh, he wants the shop gone. That would get rid of breakers. We love to get rid of the breaker tech tree. Rather easy to do. Sock, of course, trying to hold this, but too exposed to the breath, too exposed to too many bears. And now we just move on forward. Sorks are coming in. Bears tearing him apart. Even an anti-magic. That's a funny idea. I haven't seen that before. Keeper has to TP out pretty soon. Oh, he passed the potion as he still has mana to spend. And yeah, closes that gap here with Treants. Not bad as the bears are able to attack towers. The Treants seem to be enough to hold this one. Sox Panda again. Not taking care of the Panda boy. The WWF is furious about this. And now towers gone. Echo wrecked. Army hurt. That push razor sharp.
You have to respect that bear bust, and I think Sock didn't respect it enough. Didn't have a single guard tower, and didn't produce quickly enough, I think. Was too low on rifles, and the Archmage was running around the map, kind of wasting his time. And does 15 Sway just win here now is the question. Does he have enough?
Supply numbers aren't necessarily the greatest, but if he keeps that economy low, and if he ideally tears down this town hall, I can't really see a comeback happening. It's nighttime now. Reju, always a blessing.
Well, the militia just standing there. They were kind of misclicked. Sock definitely not with a flawless game here on map 2, that's for sure. But the fire hurts every time. Bear still over at the expansion, dealing with the peasants there. We still don't have a depth training. Can't dispel against these treants.
Oh man, this is so much damage from these treants throughout the entire game. What's the Hail Mary for Sock? There's a split bear to the right hand side. His kill counter must be in the double digits by now, as he just keeps this economy low. It doesn't matter if this arcane is shooting at him. What a long brawl. This is, of course, the longevity on both sides amazing. Reju, Staff, and Moonwell Juice for the Night Elf. On the other side, we got Priest Heal and Mana coming from the Archmage, so both can stay in for a long time in these fights.
It's just so hard to force back this Night Elf army. Every time the new bears come in, it's more rejuve once more. And the Panda comes back with so much mana. Oh my god, so many Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire now available with those mana pots. In 15 Sway, he hasn't even counter-expanded this whole time. I think he could easily afford it, but may not even need to win this game.
Wow. The Breath of Fire Drunken Haze combos are a little bit too much to out-heal it with Priest. Might need heal scrolls, but he has no time, otherwise his expansion is gone. He's constantly working on that anyway. And level 2 breath is just so crazy. The Panda levels are just too much. Just way too much. Double G's, 1-1. We go full distance in our last one-on-one of the day.
All right, nice back and forth that we saw here. Last map was Echo Isles to finish off the day. Perhaps the first opportunity to see a Warden.
Ooh, is 15 Sway a Warden player?
Not necessarily known for it, but I have seen him play her before. Certainly.
Sock, of course, one of the practice partners of Lawlight, as they were former roommates, good friends. He knows how to play against the Warden. That shouldn't be a big issue. But yeah, after a marvelous game on Amazonia, 15 Sway striking back, fixed almost all of his mistakes he made in game 1.
Yeah, did some good damage against the initial expansion. I think Sok was just a bit too careless with his footies when he reached that level 3. Missed some opportunities with staff cancels. Was losing a bit of overview, I would say. But here, it should be a lot easier. On Echo Isles, it is so much simpler to get that expansion up.
Okay, last one-on-one of the day. On the most beautiful map of them all in the history of this game. Echo Isles.
Is it though?
Echo Isles. Echo Isles.
Is it though? You know, not so sure about that.
I mean, I can echo the sentiment that Echo Isles is one of the greatest maps in the history of this game.
And by echo the sentiment, you mean you want to echo your own sentiment?
Echo. Yes!
Oh, look at that. The Militia Scout is trying to punish the Night Elf for being greedy with the Ancient of War, but 15 Sway doesn't expose himself to such a punish and goes for the Ancient of War creep rather down at the gold mine, and that should mean Keeper, normally. Without the Merc Camp creep, the Warden doesn't seem very viable.
Everything else would greatly surprise me. He's in general more of a Keeper player, I would say, than a Warden. Warden, very specific tool set you need. 15 Sway, maybe Essie's splitting races or switching races. Not that specific training with that hero. And on the other side, Sok not falling for it either, going for the Archmage standard.
Alrighty. Fast expansion for the human, of course. Question is how fast exactly? Is it going to be an instant expansion? Could very well be. That is certainly doable on this map. But then again, with the Militia Scout this early, he may not even have enough lumber to go for an instant expo, so may have to slow that down a little bit. Although, I guess the lumber is looking fine for him. Placing down a couple of scout farms. Will have good vision thanks to that.
Yeah, we oftentimes see this issue, right? On Echo Isles where human has low lumber. But I guess it's just a matter of seconds then. Archmage starts creeping, Keeper running down. Oh, yeah, these scout farms are gonna be really damn annoying.
One footy also in the main base, harassing the Wisps. Testing 15 Sway's multitasking speed. While the Keeper's creeping up, gets the circlet. Wonderful find for him. As the Archmage keeps creeping. Pretty slow creep start for Sok. Just going green into green to get the level 2. And I guess then expand.
100%. You know what I always think of when I see human versus Night Elf on Echo Isles?
What?
That Moon versus Yumiko game where we ended up in a draw after 50 minutes and then had to replay it. And it was another 30-minute game because the tug of war in the south was so crazy. Haven't had a draw in Warcraft 3, I think, in years.
Yeah. I think that's the last one I can remember. It's a rare occurrence. But 15 Sway is getting ready for the late game here. Going for the Tree of Life very early on. Before the tech even. So sacrificing his tier 2 speed and with that also his second hero timing. But also getting good experience.
Expo here, buckle up for a hopefully long game. But yeah, since that draw, I think especially the human timing has got a lot sharper and faster. Shop control, of course. The mix levels, both on the way to 3.
A town is under siege.
But man, Sok sees every single move of 15 Sway. These farms, I really like them.
Yeah, really cool. If you use that militia like that, may as well be productive and set up those scout farms. Until there's bears out, there's really no very efficient way for the Night Elf to deal with it. Gives you a lot of information for quite some time. Archmage is creeping very passively. He's even creeping the Merc camp here. That's gonna leave only very few camps for a second hero then.
Early Dispel against Entangle, never bad. Boom, there we go. And quick level 4. But yeah, problematic. Maybe he can just feast on some Treants and Archers. both with a pretty mirrored creeper.
Crystal Ball for the AM. Certainly not the perfect items for this Archmage, but he's gonna take it. Level 3.6 now. The Keeper is still struggling with level 3. He's taking a sweet time, creeping the Merc camp, but now is gonna get most of the experience. Sock is gonna move across the map, and this is a respectable army. For these Mercs, Archmage 3 are gonna put up a bit of a challenge.
A respectable amount of support is coming from our Hood, who subscribed for the 13th time, more than a year. We thank you.
A player's forces are under attack.
But will this Footman Force be enough to cause critical damage to buy the necessary time? Tier 2 tech on the way on both sides, with 15 sway quite a bit ahead. Takes out the shop. Not bad.
That's perfectly level 4 for the Archmage. That's a very early level 4. There's gonna be a ton of mana regen. One of the scout farms falling now results in a bit of a supply block, actually, for Sock, who started his tech. Needs to set up a lumber mill in the main base ASAP. Otherwise, we're gonna have the classic lumber problem again.
Player's forces are under attack.
Yes. Seems to be impossible for humans to remember that there's no shredder and that on Echo Elf, humans are always on low lumber. Classical resource imbalance. And I'll suck that cheeky bugger, stealing camps away.
I feel like he might be even wasting his time right now. He has such a big army, he could just go for the Tree of Ages. Or hit the lures or whatever. Is there a Hunter's Hall, by the way?
Player's forces are under
Wait, did you forget about the Hunter's Hall?
Oh no.
Oh, we forgot about it.
Oh no! That's a way to get eliminated from the W3Champions Season 10 finals. He's exactly doing what you said he's supposed to do. Go for the tree. No way, Sock! Mass repair, of course. This is expensive. He has a lot of resources, but no progress in terms of tech tree. This is so much time for Sock.
But the Keeper here is still pretty strong, looking for more kills. He himself now close to 4, follows up with a tier 3 tech. Could have perhaps seen it with the footy. But yeah, the lures being laid definitely hurts. Boots on the AM can chase down these archers fairly well. The Panda has joined, by the way. I wonder what the second hero for Sock's gonna be. On map 2, the Panda didn't work out too well, I guess.
Yeah, never had the chance to level him properly. In the end, was level 4 versus level 1, and don't need to be a genius to see that level 4 is winning. Lots of illusions used to scout to know exactly what's up. He sees, okay, there's a Hunter's Hall down there. But I think he's sharking for lures, but can't really find them.
A town is under siege.
Yeah, he should be seeing them now in the main. Is he going over there? Seems like he is. Panda and AM on the way. Also, the Merc still part of the equation. Panda for 15 sway has crept the first camp. That is level 2 for him. Very valuable in its own right for the Drunken Haze Breath of Fire. And these lures are cancelled. These lures are already late. And now they're prevented for...
That hurts so bad! Gets the cancel. 15 sway is so much gold and can't use them. That delays. Dryad, the slow, the dispel, the healing of bears, the master training of bears, everything. And Sock again. Getting that quad production up, I think. Oh no, just triple for now. But goddamn, is Sock in a leading position.
Player's forces are
Yeah, absolutely. Great play by him. He's starting between the bases. He's punishing weaknesses, points of weakness. Needs to build a few more farms now to be able to go into upkeep, but he will be able to do just that very soon. The gold bank is looking great for him. 1,600 saved up for Sock.
Oh.
And of course, the lumber is low.
Oh, no cancel on that lore. More resources, especially lumber. Lumber also low for 15 sway, as he's using so many of them to dispel, and this one delayed as... Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Horrible. Horrible damage.
And he even gets out with a Berserker. How is that possible? Seems that the Keeper should have been able to pick that one off. Losing a few footmen, yes, but they are a worthy sacrifice. No question about that. As more casters are coming in, rifles finally being made, Sock still needs a lot more farms. Could also pick up the next heal scroll, maybe. He got
Oh, yeah.
one. I guess this is the second one. He already used the one before. Of course, shop control here. Very important.
Exactly. B2W shop control in the chat, everybody. We are 10 minutes in the game. We are on tier 3. And no tier 2 production building is up for 15 sway. That's the perfect summary of this game.
It's a bit of a rough one. Good Breath of Fire here. Cancelled a lot of healing on the footies. By just going for a new region scroll. It's not like he doesn't have the gold.
Berserker. Oh, nice heal scroll. Falls in the end, but lots of damage soaking up. Counters the pressure onto the panda. Forces his staff too. I would love to have some movement speed reduction, but that ain't happening. Good block. The trees, they burn very well, as you see.
The Orb of Venom from the Keepers throwing in some good damage. Looking at the merchant, nothing available right now in terms of heal scrolls, but in just a few seconds it will be. Soccer's going to claim the next heal scroll as well. All 3 heal scrolls with that will have gone to Sock so far this game. And winning these late game fights without scrolls is so tough.
Yeah, this is almost impossible. Praise to the Undead Shop, who always got scrolls for me if I need them. But yeah, for Night Elves that's a little rougher. Here come the boys across the map. This is gonna be the push for the round of 8, and 15 sway needs a performance of a lifetime to hold this.
Ancient of War is buying time. The setup of the expansion is pretty good. We got an AP here, a shop, lots of Moonwells. I wonder if Sock shouldn't have rather attacked the main base. That might have been the easier target. But anyways, here it is. Blizzard duration is over. Peasants now, not so fierce anymore, but can set up towers and maybe even a shop.
Oh man, these mortars are already doing such a phenomenal job. Roar used, but against that, he has his protection scroll, using all his massive gold for anything. Breakers are coming. Mortars bring more heat on all these sweet Moonwells. Level 3 Panda gets the Ritu. Okay, whoopsie, look at this. Cast has been exposed. Supply is even.
Yeah, Sock really doesn't have much damage here. Panda almost dropping with the Entangle, forced into the invul potion. Not too many rifles. Only 2 rifles in his army. The bears are starting to connect. Panda in trouble. Panda might be dead. Sock has to fall back, TP out. This push didn't work, and he didn't transition behind it. He didn't go tier 3.
How did he hold this?
I think there just simply wasn't much damage. Seems like it was mostly casters for Sock, and also the mortar teams were shooting at the Moonwells there for a long time, rather than dealing with the bear or something else.
Damn.
A player's
Okay, things are getting trickier a little bit. 15 sway definitely stabilized. Supply lead now, only level 2 on the Panda, who definitely has a tough time in these games to level up properly. This time we got Drunken Haze Breath of Fire, by the way. No Drunken Brawler early, which I guess was a misclick there as well. You know, Silver Lining, at least he's not lacking lumber currently, Remo.
Yeah, now he's not, but earlier he was. Question is, does he still have the time to go for tier 3? I guess first he wants to have 70 supply and have a sturdy army and be able to be active on the map. But without tier 3, this Night Elf army isn't going to be so easy to fight. Bears, Dryads, and now also Fairies. 50 sway looking to be in a strong position.
Wow, all of a sudden, how the tide has turned in this game. Sock can still hold this with, now on his side, a miraculous defense. Is his anti-air ready? Is a little bit the question. We see the swing after the fight in total value. Skyrocketing for 15 sway. The Panda is doing the heavy lifting. And that is pretty much impossible. Both are getting closer to 80. Sock doesn't have the next farm, but we have to fight here. Oh my god, the damage!
Everything's super hurt. There's no heal scroll anymore. Sock in serious trouble. The bears all converge on the front line. Sock has to reposition once again. Needs to get to the shop now. Has nothing against the fairies at the moment. Whew. Saves most of his army. The region scroll is going to be glorious. Oh, he used it on only half the army. The other half didn't take part.
Oh, ouch. Also very, very low resources for heal scrolls or
The town is
something.
under siege.
This is getting problematic. We thought we're gonna have 3 humans coming from the play-in stage. Might just be 2.5.
Zoc is gonna get the heal scroll though. That's why he ran over here so quickly, even missing out on some heal. Finally get level 3 on the Panda, but his army is just always hurt.
Yeah, he has a lot of anything, but not the crucial amount of anything. Ferry drone down. There's not too much of an anti-air threat. He's yet to take out 2 units here. And now the beauty of Echo Isles comes into play. The pendulum back and forth at the bottom of the map. Main base is
also almost level 5. Watch Elementals could be hugely helpful if there's not enough Dryas to dispel them all, but it's always a big question of if.
Wow, Archmage close to 5. Keeper is level 5. Panda close to 4. 70 supply against 80. 15 Sway is banking a lot. Needs to get more gyros out for that air superiority. Upgrades 2-1 versus 1-1. 1-1-1, I guess, in the human side. Double mana potion. Yikes. This Panda is gonna destroy.
Especially if he should get to level 5. He's not super close to that, but with more kills, certainly might. Towers also give experience if they're not cancelled. Alright, that one is cancelled. Sock falling back, trying to regroup.
4 gyros. That enough. More upgrades kicking in. Archmage needs 14 XP. It's 1 tree and right there. Or there. But 15 Sway has had enough. He wants to push. Even if it's into a human base now.
Has to buy a TP here, I guess, to save the main. He got level 5 just a second ago. Selfie gloves. What's he buying? Heal scrolls. And then a TP, I guess, when it is the time. Now it is. Is 15 Sway gonna take the fight, though?
Let's go. Apparently he is. Gyros do quite some damage here. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire on both sides. Clutch! Heal wave! Oh my god, against the fairies. Level 4 and 15 Sway. 10 supply. He's in high upkeep.
A great position for Sock. He's being protected by his buildings here as well. The militia are also helping out. 15 Sway taking a fight in a very bad position, if you ask me. A lot of the bears starting to drop low, and now the sustain from the priest heal and the mana aura is kicking in for the human.
Oh no, he had such a great comeback and now he's throwing that all away. Massive, massive save for Sock, retreating into that position. You called it. These mortar teams were as safe as one can be, and that was high upkeep time, where you get less than half of what you earn. 2,600 gold remaining, beelining immediately to the shop again.
The heal scroll is still on cooldown. 40 more seconds. These heal scrolls hugely important for both players.
Banger match. Really, really well done so far. But 15 Sway, you can't really do this again. You need a better position. Closer to your main, closer to your moonwells. Maybe steal an item or two. Love the gyro scouting. Think the Dryads did that for the majority of the game as well. 3-2 upgrades against 2-1-1.
Sock still has the resources to go tier 3 if he wanted to, but he does not seem to be so big of a fan of that as opposed to me. Workshop was remade, 75 supply on the human side. Now moving into a very strong position down to the south, but 15 Sway pre-positioning down there already.
Wow. That was nice anticipation. Not too easy to do. We do have control magic. Could turn. Yes, he does. The treants against his owner. Air superiority again, trying to Panda. A little bit of trouble. These breakers, how long can they hold this position?
Oh, Panda getting entangled, taking a lot of damage. We'll have to go for the Immo Potion here soon, I imagine. Staffs being used on the Bear. Drunken Haze with the fire, big damage, but also Heal Scroll against it. Means being summoned off to the side, could get taken over once again. Panda, Immo Potion about to run out, by the way. Had the Heal Potion though, healed up a bit more. Both sides suffering a lot of damage. Next Breath of Fire, more breaths dropping. Immo Potion also on the other side. Oh my god, both players losing tons.
So sick! Sock is trying to go for the Sorcerer's Adept to finally be able to cast Invisibility. My god, 15 Sway is surviving this battle, but with what? 66 supplies still left. I don't really see it, but we have clutch level 6 now on the Keeper of the Grove. Also level 5 on the Panda. These are amazing level ups. We're getting super close to 6 and 5 on Sokka as well, but he's just not there yet. And now bask in the glory of tranquility.
That is such a big boon to have now, and I think with these hero levels, he's done it. He tried to go for the heal throw, but again, it was on cooldown. Sok, has he finally broken here? It seems like he may have. Once the main base runs out, also, I don't see Sok having enough income anymore, and we don't have much time left for the mains to be mining anymore.
21-minute mark, 1,000 gold here, 2,500 there, more gyros. Sok, do you have some marvelous plays in you with invisibility? Consumables, really not that great. Double mana potion on the Panda, and mind you, level 3 Breath of Fire now. If he reaches, everything dies.
This Night Elf army, absolutely terrifying. Sok knows this is a very hard fight for him to take. He doesn't have Sorks anymore, by the way. He can't even slow down the bears.
Oh wow, that's massive. That's so massive. Also, hippos in the air, gyros. Don't cut it anymore. Bears are taking damage, but I guess it should be fine. He can just go Tranquility if he wants to. This has basically no cooldown, and I think Sok has basically no hope.
Yeah, with level 6 and 5, this Night Elf army is absurdly strong!
Oh!
Triple kill, Breath of Fire! Puts an end to Sok's tournament hopes. GG is called. 15 Sway, our last player through.
Oh, what a nice match this was. The favorite does not prevail for once. So far, all the players that were already qualified for the round of 12 did make it in the end. That was the case for Chamiko, for Hawk, for Lawlion, but a round of 16 run for 15 Sway, winning this matchup from both sides. First, the human versus Night Elf versus Cow, then the Night Elf versus human versus Sok. He is looking damn strong after eliminating Happy yesterday. Today, Sok, that's a big elo boost for the 20-year-old.
Yeah, absolutely. 15 Sway on a hot streak is going to continue to show us next week what he's capable of in the playoffs. Chamiko, Hawk, Lawlion, and 15 Sway qualified through the play-ins. Going to be facing off against Focus, Soen, Happy, and who's the last one?
Colorful! You forgetting Colorful! Of all people!
I mean, he's such a staple that I already forgot about him. You know, he's just always there. He's always in the top 8. You know, he always performs well. He always delivers. Well, you know, as much as I like to meme about how great Colorful is, actually, in the W3Champions finals, he never tends to do too well. Neither do any of the other Chinese.
Hey, that's my narrative. True that. So far, we haven't had a great Chinese run in these tournaments, but maybe that is changing with 2 Chinese appearing now with, of course, Colorful and 15 Sway. That is our bracket thus far. Happy, Focus, Colorful, Soen, Chamiko, Lawlion, Hawk, and 15 Sway. 2.5 human, 2.5 Night Elves, 2 Orcs, and 1 Undead, that is. When we have one more job, Remo, and that is to draw the bracket.
Hell yeah.
And thank all the people. I have to prepare a little bit, so you have to entertain the masses.
Yeah, boys, our first little part is over here with the play-ins. I hope you guys enjoyed the matches that we had. We had some banger ones in here for sure. A few hiccups today, unfortunately, with hosting situations and some breaks in between. I think yesterday, though, certainly made up for it. Thinking back to that Dreadlord game with the Infernal, oh boy, was it glorious. And don't forget, we're going to have FFA later on in a little while as well. But yeah, first, the groups to be drawn. Who's going to have the terrifying fate of having to go up against Happy in the first round will be the question here. Lots of great matchups that could be revealed in just a moment. And the good thing is, you can afford one loss. There will be a lower bracket. It's going to be a double elimination setup for next week over 3 days. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Easter Sunday. Going to be our decision.
True. Very, very true. I am almost ready. I got my wheels prepared.
Grease those wheels, Neil. Grease them.
Okay, so how this works is that we got 2 pools of players. The first pool is, of course, the players that were already qualified. The top 4 of the ladder, they got the best performance on the W3Champions ladder over 12 weeks. So they get the top seeds. That is Happy, Soen, Colorful, and Focus. And then we got the second pot, and that is the players who qualified through the play-ins. And as you learned yesterday and today, that is Chemico, Hawk, Lawlight, and 15 Sway. They will be put into the double elimination bracket that is hopefully prepared. Yes, it is. So we have to spin the wheels. Remo, what's your dream match here with all the players? Yeah, you're a little bit of a fan of the human night elf, huh? Got a little bit of appetite. I see. So maybe we can do it. We spin the wheel. These are our 4 players from the top position. We're going to put them into the bracket. So who will play on Friday? Who will play on Saturday? The first... Hey, what's this? First, spin of wheels. Who will be the opener on Friday? Well. Starting with the Emperor. Happy. The only remaining undead is playing the opening match, and I think nobody wants to draw that first slot now. But before we determine his opponent, we will determine who is playing second, who's also playing on Friday in the same part of the bracket. 2 orcs, 1 night elves. Let's go. Colorful, probably not that happy about it, I would imagine. And Happy, I guess, very good for him, right? No orc in the bracket for him until the winner bracket final. People can't hear you when we're on this scene. Whoopsie. Anyway, I've got to fix it soon. Opener on Saturday is Focus, who finds himself in the same bracket as our reigning and defending champion, Soen, who is then playing last on Saturday. These are the orders of the players from the top 4 of the ladder. Now we're gonna determine their opponents. So Remo, your thoughts on the first part of the drawing?
Pretty good. Pretty good draw for Happy. As always, you rig it for Happy, Neo. I see how it is. What would be the best encounter here? Happy versus Lawlight or 15 Sway for the rematch would be pretty cool, I think.
That is indeed doable. So let's see if our bracket is updated. Should be. So unprofessional. How is that? Oh. Confused, Remodino. There's supposed to be a double elimination bracket here in our broadcast tool, but it's just not there. I don't know why. It's on Liquipedia though, so we will probably get there. Anyway, then we continue to spin the wheel, just like that. The opponent of Happy will be determined now. Hawk, Chemico, Lawlight, 15 Sway. Let's go. Ooh, Derby! And one guy who is certainly not happy about that is Hawk. Feeling a little sorry for him. And now people can hear you.
A rough one for Hawk. That was certainly his toughest opponent to face there. He showed before how good he is against Night Elf, but yeah, against Happy, as a human, always very tough.
Oh, absolutely. PTSD coming back. But okay, the two remaining non-Asians playing against each other there. And now we determine Colorful's opponent and who will go into that part of the bracket. Lawlight, 15 Sway, or Chemico. Ooh, 15 Sway it is. So 2 Russians against each other, 2 Chinese against each other, and the Koreans against each other. We have all the derbies, Remo Demo.
Yeah, it's gonna be a countryman affair. Okay, interesting. So Lawlight is definitely gonna play against an orc. I think he's gonna be satisfied with that. And Chimico as well. Not the easiest matchup for humans nowadays, but Chimico normally always very strong against orc.
Okay then, I guess nobody would be happy. Like, Focus and Soen are probably both not happy, but Focus, what's his opponent? Human or Night Elf? Lawlight or Chemico? Spin that! It is Lawlight. So Focus versus Lawlight and Soen versus Chemico. 2 modern day Warcraft classics.
Yeah, really cool. Focus and Lawlight, they've met so many times. 3 times basically, and they will do so once again here. Focus has been looking really good lately. We saw that in AWL, right? Against Night Elf. Let's see if he can keep the trend going. I think Soen can be pretty lucky that he's not facing Lawlight. I feel like Soen's matchup against Night Elf is his big weakness. Against the human of Chemico should be doing better.
Alright, so I'm trying my very best to give you an updated bracket. This bracket thing, Remo. You gotta talk a little bit.
Here we have it, boys. Our play-ins are over. The top 8 have been determined. Next week is where we start with that on Friday. With the Emperor kicking things off. Our reigning champion, Soen, and the European champion, Happy, have not shown their faces yet, but they will next week on Friday. When we start with our top 8, we're gonna show a lot of games from the upper bracket and the lower bracket. And don't forget, we also have FFA continuing next week, and actually also later on today still. Looks like a great set of players, if you ask me. Once again, the Asians looking dominant, but Hawk and Happy are gonna try to represent Europe as best as they can. And maybe this time the Chinese will be doing better. 15 Sway looked really good so far. Maybe W3Champions can finally have a Chinese flag at the end.
Okay, would be the first time in 10 seasons. To take a little while. But alright, it's gonna be tough as the road through the bracket is really tough. Of course, once again, if you win through the winner bracket, you get a point awarded for that. Very much looking forward to this, even though it's matchups that we have seen quite a bit. But we take out these matchups in the first rounds to get fresh matchups right after. So, this was the one-on-one part. I do need to reset the stream because these guys require a big delay for the FFA, and we will be back, I think, in 10 minutes. But let me confirm that. What's the delay? 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
Yeah, they said 15 earlier.
15 earlier. Okay, we're gonna do a 15-minute break then, and we will kick this off pretty much top of the hour then at 8 p.m. See you in a bit.